And so now the statistics for Chad Billingsley, who was not good at all in Game 2 of this NLCS. 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Rollins shoots one into deep right center. What a start for the Phillies, 1-0 as they strike first here in Game 5. What a good at bat by Jimmy Rollins.
Fighting off the tough pitches, and he finally got a high fastball. When the Phillies clinched against Milwaukee, Rollins led off that game with a home run. You're right, Joe. That was a terrific at bat by Jimmy Rollins.
And a walk follows the home run. And it's come at a key moment for Philadelphia. 0-2 pitch. Hard hit. Loney steps, throws. They need a tag. Double play.
Worth going into Furcal. Furcal coming out.
And it may have cost the Phillies a base runner. Now a 1-0 count on Ryan Howard, who has struggled, and he chops one to the right side. So it's a leadoff home run for Jimmy Rollins, followed by a walk, a double play. See Henry Winkler, and we thank him for bringing us the Geico starting lineup for the Dodgers. What the Phillies just did, and get this crowd back in it. In and to his left. Jimmy Rollins takes care of Furcal.
He doesn't always throw it to left-handed batters. Left-handers are much more proficient against Hamels than right-handers.
Ethier gets under it, flies it into right. And 2 up, 2 down. We'll give you the Geico defense for Philadelphia. There's that figure. 21 of 32 plate appearances. Manny Ramirez has reached base and kicked them both up one more notch. 22 of 33 times he's been to the plate. He has headed at least to first base. Martin hits it on a short hop to Phillies, who goes to second for the force out with Utley covering. 1 left for Los Angeles. We go into the second. His career 4 out of 12 against this Dodger right-hander. Billingsley got him. First strikeout. Let's go down to Kenny Rosenthal. Kenny, as Victorino comes in. 2 out, and Billingsley may have given up that leadoff home run, but he looks like he's corralled his stuff. Not a great pitch, but it was called strike 1.
That's a get-me-over slider.
Phillies rips it into left. Manny Ramirez goes over to make the play, and Phillies is on with a 2-out single. Ruiz gets under it, pops it into center, and that's Kemp. And that's the end of the top of the second. Dodgers will have Loney, Blake, and Kemp as they bat in the second, down by 1.
And there's that great mental approach we talked about.
And Loney waited on it, drove it into center field. That pitch was up.
Danger area, you're right. Hanging breaking ball.
And Quo, Wade, and Broxton all allowed runs. Blake is jammed, and that's into right for Worth. 1 on, 1 out.
It was interesting what Eric Karros said in the pregame show.
0-2 to Kemp. And a base hit into right. And Kemp does go the other way, and it's 2 on with 1 out.
Pick up the catcher standing up. There's no way. I do not like that play.
Here's DeWitt, who grounds 1 to second. Utley flips for 1 and on to first, to double play. DeWitt is now 1 for 12 in this series. Joe Torre is stuck with him. He's left 13 men on. Hits into the double play into the third. 1-0. Phillies on top. Against Jamie Moyer, that was the biggest swing of the night. That's the only time he's come through. The 1-2 pitch. Hamels strikes out. That'll bring in Jimmy Rollins, who had a good at bat and certainly a productive one back in the first. A A one-out walk. Rollins on for the second time tonight. Eliminate the best starting pitcher that either team probably has to offer. There goes Rollins. Pitch a strike. Throw down. Safe as he got around the tag.
What a great slide by Rollins.
And instead he strikes out. Martin finishes the play. 2 out. Here comes Chase Utley, and here was his high-level discussion he had. That'll make him groan as it's 2 on with 2 out. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in the inning, and it's up again. Hard hit, base hit into right field. Rollins will score easily. Utley goes to third, and Ryan Howard has delivered with 2 out. 2-0 Philadelphia here in the third inning.
There's a baseball expression that may be 100 years old.
With first and third 2 out, a 1-1 pitch to Pat Burrell. And a shot into right center field. That's going to get down. Burrell gets a hit. It's 3-0 Philadelphia here in the third. Back-to-back 2-out RBI hits by Howard and Burrell. Joe Torre gets his bullpen busy with Chan Ho Park. And now one gets away. And good base running by Howard as he came down the line and went back as Burrell went to second. Will draw the intentional walk, and it will be Pedro Feliz who can come up with an enormous hit for the Phillies. It's a 3-run game, that's all, and it's up to Chan Ho Park for the Dodgers to try to keep it within reach as he will deal with Pedro Feliz.
No consoling a pitcher when he's taken out this early of a big game.
For Greg Maddux as he'll take his time in preparing here in the third. Feliz grounds to short for Kyle, goes the long way, and the inning is over. So the Phillies get 2. Chan Ho Park does a nice job to get Feliz and end the threat. We go to the bottom of the third inning. All those years with the Atlanta Braves. Getting ready here in the third inning. Ozuna tries to bunt his way on and bunts it right back to Hamels, 1 away. This first time he's 4 for 16 against the Phillies. He's jammed. He pops it up right side for Utley. 2 up, 2 down in the third inning against Cole Hamels.
More hard balls were hit than any 9-inning game I've ever seen.
How about a changeup for a swing and a miss and strike 3, and the first strikeout for Cole Hamels, who now is settled in. We go to the 4th inning, game 5, 3-0 Philadelphia. For the Phillies up 3-0. That means Ruiz, Hamels, and Jimmy Rollins against Greg Maddux, where he was back in 2006. The 0-1. Ruiz flies one into right. Ethier is back. 1 out. We had a chance to visit with the hitting coach Milt Thompson of the Phillies, and we talked about the start.
Any sign.
The 2-2 on the inside corner, 2 out.
How many times have major league hitters seen this 2-strike pitch? Of course, in left field, highly unusual for Joe Madden and the Rays.
There's that tailing pitch. And Rollins is back on the list of big league hitters who have seen it and not done anything with it. 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up for the Dodgers. It starts with Manning. One of the most important in-season additions any team has ever made, as he hits one hard on one hop to Pedro Feliz, 1 out. Dodger ownership, in my opinion, Tim, is in.
And heavy on years 3 and 4 if they agree to go that route.
Here's one off the end of the bat. Back to Hamels, and Cole Hamels is in total control now. He walked one in the first, allowed 2 hits in the second, since he was picked up at the deadline in the 3-team deal. Loney strikes out. Cole Hamels is rolling, and so are the Phillies here in game 5. Up 3-1, leading 3-0. Back after this from your local Fox station. With Worth at first and nobody out. Might be. Loney couldn't get it out of his glove. Safe at first. And Loney smacks his hand into his glove. He just... As Howard gets one off the end of the bat. Base hit into right. Ethier plays it. Utley holds it second. And it's 2 on with 1 out. It's ironic that Greg Maddux has that gamesman's mind. Tough to play cards against. Tough to try and outguess. To the hole, and it's literally kicked by Furcal. Coming to the plate, Utley. He's safe. The ball gets away, and the runners will end up at second and third. From what might have been a double play ball to a 4-0 Philadelphia lead, second and third, only 1 out.
I don't think there's any question about it. Kicking it with his left foot, still 1 error. But now looking at Utley, and then when he came home, he threw past Russell Martin and 2 runners advanced. So a double error on Furcal.
Here's a 1-2. And he gets the strikeout. Trying to keep the Dodgers in the game. That's the 3rd strikeout. And came right back to Russell Martin. 2-2 pitch is grounded to short. Furcal throws low and another run. Another error. Burrell is hung up between third and home, and now he goes back to the bag as Loney throws it away, and this has been a nightmare inning for Rafael Furcal. Phillies on top, and a ground ball to first, picked up by Loney, and that's it. Phillies have stranded 7 on the night, have scored 5 and lead 5-zip here in Game 5 to get behind the Dodgers, who face elimination. Blake gets it started. Another hit. 2 on, nobody out. DeWitt grounds one to second. Utley, good play. Double play, 4-6-3. And DeWitt is bounced into another killer double play for the Dodgers. Then the double play, and now the 0-2. A strikeout to end the inning as Jeff Kent remains hitless during the postseason. We go to the 6th inning of Game 5. Still 5-0 Philadelphia is in the game at second base. New pitcher is McDonald, and trying to bunt his way on. Rollins barely becomes the first out here in the 6th. Maddux did a nice job while he was in there. 2 innings, 2 runs unearned. He allowed 2 hits. Here's a ground ball to second. Kent takes care of Worth. Sabathia went to the Brewers. Phillies beat the Brewers. McDonald still has his good stuff. A perfect top of the 6th. Top of the order coming up for the Dodgers, who trail by 5. Works in the 6th. And a little 3-hopper to the second baseman. Utley makes the play. 1 out to start the bottom of the 6th inning, and we look ahead. Ethier hits it pretty well down the left field line. Burrell is back to make the catch on the dead run. And that keeps the bases clear in front of Manny Ramirez. With 2 out. Ramirez hits it deep into right. At the wall, he's gone deep. Home run Ramirez on a 1-2 pitch. Strike three called as Hamels gets his 4th strikeout of the night. And Russell Martin and the home plate umpire Mike Winters with 3 errors in the top of the 5th inning, which led to 2 unearned runs. Made it 5-0. Now it's 5-1 after a Ramirez. And it's been a 4-error NLCS for Carl as Burrow hits it straight up the chute. And it's Casey Blake, 1 on, 1 out.
How about that? Perfect timing. One debate ends. Russell Martin may have been run from the game.
And going down to get it, lining it into right, is Victorino. That was not too much unlike the home run he hit here 2 nights ago in Game 4. It's Beimel again. Running pitch for strike 3, and now Loney saves a wild throw. What a good pickup by Loney. And he just saved the 4th error of the night for the Dodgers. Joe Torre's Dodgers will have Loney, Blake, and Kemp bat in the bottom of this 7th. Blake. Inning is over. A walk, a hit. 2 more scoreless innings put up by James McDonald. Time to stretch. Dodger Stadium, 5-1 Philadelphia. Scott Air, the left-hander, getting loose. Here's a little flare into center. On comes Victorino. Gets a good jump, 1 out.
One would think this will be it for Hamels.
Blake hits it well into right center field. Victorino back for out number 2. Covering a ton of ground in right center field. Pitched for USC. That's ball 4 to keep this inning going. He built the Blue Jays from scratch. That's high. 2 on, 2 out. And we'll see if with Jeff Kent coming up. The 2-2. Got him looking. Cole Hamels strikes out Jeff Kent to end the threat in the 7th. Charlie Manuel stayed with his once with a runner at 3rd in the 5th inning, and then with 2 on and 2 out in the 7th. Through 104 pitches tonight. Taguchi grounds to 2nd, and Blake just moved to 2nd base. Takes care of Taguchi. Corey Wade now in the game, 1 out, nobody on in the 8th. Wade took the loss in Game 4, and the threat was over. Rollins grounds to 2nd. The ball always finds you. Casey Blake is there. He's 2 for 2 on chances. Cole Hamels in Game 1 went 7. That's fair ball. Garcia-Parra with a backhand. Good play. And the Phillies go in order in the 8th. We go to the bottom half. Top of the order for the Dodgers with time running out, trailing by 4 here in Game 5. Could be his last at bat in a Dodger uniform. Madsen has been outstanding. And a shattered bat. Ball is caught on a line, and a diving catch by Utley. And everybody's attention was diverted with the shattered bat and that jagged end of it. Ethier gets under the pitch and flies it into right center. Worth is there for out number 2. Rollins to his left, can't get to it. Ramirez another hit. hitting over 500 in this NLCS, and on base for the third time tonight. The 0-1. Ramirez takes second. They don't pay any attention to him. 1 ball, 1 strike. A check swing, easy one for Ryan Howard. We have played 8 innings here in Game 5. 1 inning away are the Phillies from winning the pennant. They lead it 5-1. Into the 9th we go. Hong-Chi Kuo, 7th pitcher of the night. The 2-2. Utley went around, and that's out number 1. If it stays as is. And now rips one into right. For Howard, that's his 3rd hit. Good play by Ethier to cut it off. And it's a 1-out single. Well, not only are Dodger fans and broadcasters and everybody half of 08.
Yeah, and Brett Myers saying, I can't find any holes. And he doesn't have any.
Blake starts it for Cole in the middle. That means we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Dodgers, who trail in Game 5, 5-1. The home run won Game 1, and the Dodgers won that World Series in 1988 over the Athletics. The Dodgers need some sort of miracle here tonight just to get this NLCS.
That Ruiz is called to block it many, many times.
Loney breaks his back and gets a hit. Blake hits it in the air to right center. Victorino to his left. 1 on, 1 out. Philly fans holding their breath. Kemp hits it in the air to center. Drifting back is Victorino at the wall to haul it in. That's out number 2. He throws all the way back to first, and now the Phillies are 1 out away. Loney takes second on ball 1. Juan Pierre has come into the on-deck circle. Garciaparra pops it up. Ruiz says he's got it. The Phillies win the pennant. And for the first time since 1993, Philadelphia's going to the World Series.